Right then, this is a quick walk around video, and this is for a Honda Cr-V 2-litre EX manual. You can see here, 60 plate vehicle. This car's covered just 61,000 miles. Finished in this really lovely metallic blue. I think they call it deep sapphire blue on the Hondas. It's a beautiful looking colour. Full black leather interior comes with it. Front of the car, you can see there, lenses completely clear and intact. No damage to those at all. Offside front bumper corner, absolutely as clean as a whistle, nothing on there of any note at all. And the bonnet itself is very clean, just the tiniest amount of stone chipping, very light, hardly noticeable to the naked eye. There will be the odd one there. Near side front bumper corner, again absolutely unmarked and very clean and tidy indeed. Near side of the vehicle, pretty much mirror smooth in the panel work, no indentations at all on there. Front wing likewise, absolutely clean. Front near side alloy, very clean alloy, and just a tiniest bit of curbing. You can just see right on the outside edge, but minuscule. Panel work is really clean. It's not to say there won't be the odd light mark on the vehicle, that of course there will be, but they are very light indeed. Rear near side alloy, completely unmarked. And come around the back of the car, so you've got colour coded parking sensors on these cars. Tow bar fitted on this particular vehicle as well. And then around to the offside of the vehicle, which again, very clean and tidy in the panel work. There was one minuscule little indentation which I will try and pick up if I can remember where it was. Offside rear alloy, again, absolutely unmarked. To come down the round of the panel work here, the indentation I saw was, and it is tiny, just there. I mean, it is absolutely minuscule. I'm not sure whether you can actually even see it, but it is there, but it's hardly noticeable. And then the final alloy, again absolutely unmarked. So looking at a really lovely example of a very nice car. Just coming into the boot area, you can see there it's got its full complement of equipment. The middle shelf is here and intact, tonneau covers there as well. Now just to quickly show you, these middle shelves, as I always said, I've never found a great use for them, but people tell me they do, and they just lever up to give you access. But if you notice there, the plastic is shaped exactly the same as the shape of this here. So if you don't want to use it, you can just plonk it down there and it doesn't take any of the boot space. Come to the back of the car, Cr-Vs offer a massive amount of rear leg room. They're also adjustable on these rear seats. There's a lever underneath both sections, so you can pull the seats forward if you so wish, and the backrest angles can be adjusted as well. Leatherwork is in absolutely beautiful condition throughout this car. There are a couple of very light marks on the back of the rear seats, which you always get on Cr-Vs, but they're completely in keeping with the age and mileage of the car. Coming to the front, through the passenger side now, carpeted area is all very nice indeed. And the front passenger seat here hardly looks like it's really been given any use of any note at all. It's in wonderful condition. Driver's door panel again, all very clean and tidy, so it's been kept really beautifully, this car. Driver's seat, as with all the others, is in absolutely lovely condition. Just the tiniest bit of bolster sort of squish as you get in and out, but completely as you'd expect. Hopefully you should see on these lovely big glass panoramic roof with the electric blind that closes at the flick of a switch. So sat inside the car now, just a pan around the dashboard, but it is in beautiful condition. As you can see there, sat nav working exactly as it should. Just close the blind because sometimes they get a bit of a reflection. You can see they're all working perfectly clearly. Then pop it into reverse, you've got this lovely parking camera. You can clearly see the tow bar there, so hitching up's made really simple. Dual zone climate control system working exactly as it should as well. And the 6-speed gearbox lever and gator in fantastic condition. Going down to the centre console, all the cubby holes, all the little recesses have been kept really nicely on this car. Heated seats, 2 settings, hot bottom, warm bottom. Again, all working exactly as they should. Let's come across the main dashboard binnacle and pan in there for you. Hopefully you can see 61,234 miles. Engine's running, and apart from the fuel light, there's no warning lights on the dashboard at all. Auto lights and auto wipers on these EXs, and obviously you've got your remote controls on the steering wheel there for your audio and cruise control. And then bottom left we've got the hands-free functions, bottom right information display functions. But the car is in absolutely lovely condition in here. So finally, just to come under the engine bay, and as always with Honda, beautifully presented. And a real rarity in this day and age, you can actually see the engine, and it makes maintenance lovely. So you don't have to remove any silly plastic panels under there. What will follow this video will be a road test of this very car. Right then, this is a road test video for a Honda Cr-V, and this is the 2-litre EX manual car. This particular vehicle is registered NV60EBK, and mileage at the start of road test is 61,227 miles. The reason we do the road tests is so customers get to see our cars actually in operation prior to coming to see us. That way, if there's any issues with the vehicle, we can and we will relay them back to you. It's also done on the very quiet roads close to our business, so hopefully be representative of what you'll experience yourself. Now, worth pointing out, it's actually rush hour traffic around here at the moment. It's 8:45 in the morning, but it's still very, very quiet indeed. It does make a difference on road test. It just makes it a lot more relaxing, in all honesty. So to come to the car itself, engine starts obviously absolutely instantly, as Hondas generally do. Settles to a completely smooth and even idle. Very willing, very smooth engines, these VTEC engines, lovely units to use. Obviously cam chain driven, so there's no cam belts to worry about in them at all. But the engine operates absolutely beautifully. It's very keen to rev, pulls beautifully through the rev range. Temperature gauge running at 1/3, which is exactly where it should be on any Honda car. And the engine's been running for quite some time now. Also worth pointing out, there's no warning lights on the dashboard at all, apart from the low fuel light, relating to the engine or any other part of the vehicle. Engine then feeds through clutch and into gearbox. Clutch on the car, smooth, easy operation. Bike point is exactly where it should be, so all in fine order there. Likewise, the gearbox, which is a real strength of these Hondas. Beautiful gear change, feels really mechanical. It's tight, it's taut, short in throw, really easy. It's a gearbox that you'd happily find in a sports car. It's got that quality of shift, but lovely mechanical quality to it, which is ironic given the fact that obviously it uses cables to go to the front, but there we go. But I can't detect an ounce of wear in the gearbox at all, and they are noted for being absolutely bomb-proof, the manual gearboxes on these cars. Wonderful, wonderful gearboxes. Tracks, absolutely bullet straight, no vibrations. Again, I can't feel any wear in the steering on the vehicle at all, and it's a very, very, very good steering setup on these. It's one of the last to use a nice, it doesn't use the EPS steering that's so devoid of feel. It's got a very nice feel to it. It's got a weight to it, which is nice, although it's obviously easy to use. Check the cruise control function, works exactly as it should as well. Coming back to the steering and the chassis of the vehicle, they've always been highly regarded as very comfortable cars, lovely ride quality, absorbs most of the sort of imperfections very, very well indeed. But what it does allow for is actually relatively flat cornering as well, which is very important when you've got kids in the car, to stop them sort of sloshing about in the back. So sort of tighter manoeuvres like this one, the car doesn't kind of keel over and pitch into the corner, and even through faster corners it actually responds really, really well. Certainly one of the very, very best chassis you'll come across in this sector of the market. but it also gives the car a real solidity on the road. It feels heavier than it clearly is. It's got that lovely sort of heaviness to it, which is a sign of quality. And this one's no different, and there's no noises emanating from underneath the vehicle. There's a little light clonks or bangs and nothing like that at all. It's all in fine fettle. Brakes on the car, lovely strong brake pedal on the vehicle. There's worth pointing out, because we tend to do this on the video if we can, we've had a quick look around the car mechanically, goes through a service this morning, but did notice that the front discs have a little bit of a lip on them, almost certainly good enough to pass any MOT, possibly might get an advisory on them, so it's actually going to have a brand new set of discs fitted later today as well, so that they are going to be done. So as good as the brake pedal is now, possibly be even better when they're actually done. Also worth pointing out, whilst I'm on the subject, we did notice that the two front tyres, again, probably going to pass MOT, but they're just below the legal limits, about 1.6 millimetres and above across the tread, but these are hovering on 3 millimetres, and we always work on sort of roughly double the legal limit to give reasonable wear. So again, it's going to be two brand new tyres put onto the vehicle, hopefully later today. Looking around inside the vehicle, I mean, this is a home from home for me. I've had so many CR-Vs, it's unbelievable. And they're just wonderful cars. They feel solid and well built. Lovely driving position, brilliant visibility from the cars as well. But the simplicity itself, they're just lovely cars to sit and operate. Sat-nav works beautifully, heated seats, air conditioning pumps out lovely cold air. Dashboard, again, it's just a lovely design, very, very simple and easy to use. But all the dials, all the pixelation on all the readouts working exactly as they should as well. If you don't already know, obviously these are four-wheel drive cars, albeit Honda very quickly worked out that the vast majority of people will just do this kind of driving when there's absolutely no point to have the car running in four-wheel drive. So it doesn't. It basically runs in front-wheel drive, just two-wheel drive only for pretty much all the time. Only as and when the front wheels start to spin, lose grip, will it activate the four-wheel drive, which it does absolutely seamlessly. It's brilliant in operation. I've used these for towing. I've got some sort of soggy pictures with caravans. Never got close to getting stuck. I mean, it's a very, very clever system. The advantage being, of course, that because you're not running in four-wheel drive the whole time, you're not wasting fuel, you're not adding a load of extra mechanical wear to the car, and you're not chewing up tyres needlessly. And it's a wonderful, wonderful system, and a system we've never ever touched in probably 28 years of selling these cars. Cars that use the similar system. So it is a very, very strong system as well. So as I said at the start of the video, the whole point of the video is to pick up on any, sorry, it's just parking sensors, just flush it away there, is to pick up on any issues. Obviously it points out that the discs on the front and the tyres are going to be done on the vehicle as well. Aside from that, the car drives absolutely beautifully. It really, really does. It's a very, very, very nice example of a very high quality car. As always though, if I've missed anything out on the video, then please don't hesitate, do give us a call, and we'll happily answer any questions you might have about this car.